Welcome to today's video on emergency funds. A few months back, my car broke down unexpectedly, and I had to spend significant money to get it fixed. I didn't have an emergency fund then and had to rely on credit cards to cover the expenses. It took me several months to pay off the debt, and the interest charges added up quickly, causing me much financial stress. An emergency fund is a financial safety net that can help you weather unexpected expenses and emergencies. A few months back, my car broke down unexpectedly, and I had to spend significant money to get it fixed. I didn't have an emergency fund then and had to rely on credit cards to cover the expenses. This experience taught me the importance of having an emergency fund. It can save you from financial stress and give you peace of mind. What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is a reserve of money set aside to cover unexpected expenses or emergencies. It's a financial safety net that can help you avoid going into debt or using credit cards to pay for unexpected bills. The purpose of an emergency fund is to provide financial security and peace of mind. It's meant to be used when unexpected expenses arise, such as medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. By having an emergency fund, you can avoid going into debt or relying on credit cards to cover these expenses. There are many types of emergencies that can arise, and having an emergency fund can help you be prepared for them. Some common emergencies include 1. Medical bills. Even with insurance, medical bills can be expensive and unexpected. 2. Car repairs. Cars can break down at any time and may require costly repairs. 3. Home repairs. Appliances can break or need replacing, and home repairs can be expensive. 4. Job loss. Losing a job unexpectedly can lead to financial strain if you're not prepared. 5. Pet emergencies. Vet bills can add up quickly if your pet has an unexpected health issue. How much money should you save in an emergency fund? A. Rule of thumb for determining the size of your emergency fund. A general rule of thumb is to save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in your emergency fund. This should be enough to cover most unexpected expenses or emergencies that may arise. B. Factors to consider when deciding on the size of your emergency fund. When deciding on the size of your emergency fund, there are several factors to consider. These include 1. Monthly expenses. Your emergency fund should be able to cover your monthly expenses for at least 3 to 6 months. 2. Job security. If you have a less stable job or work in a volatile industry, you may need to save more. 3. Health issues. If you or a family member has a chronic health issue, you may need to save more. 4. Homeownership. If you own a home, you may need to save more to cover unexpected repairs. C. Examples of how much money to save for different types of emergencies. The amount of money you need to save for different types of emergencies can vary. Here are some examples of how much you may need to save. 1. Medical bills. $1,000 to $5,000, depending on your insurance coverage and the severity of the issue. 2. Car repairs. $500 to $2,000, depending on the type of repair needed. 3. Home repairs. $2,000 to $10,000, depending on the type of repair needed. 4. Job loss. 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. 5. Pet emergencies. $500 to $2,000, depending on the type of emergency. Where to keep your emergency fund? A. Types of accounts suitable for an emergency fund. There are several types of accounts that are suitable for an emergency fund. These include high-yield savings accounts. These are online savings accounts that offer higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts. They are FDIC insured and offer easy access to your money. Money market accounts. These accounts are similar to savings accounts but offer higher interest rates. They typically require a higher minimum balance and have limited check writing abilities. Certificates of deposit, CDs. CDs are low-risk investments that offer higher interest rates than savings accounts. However, they require you to lock up your money for a set period of time, which can limit your access to it. B. Pros and cons of each type of account. 1. High-yield savings accounts. Pros. 1. Offer high interest rates. 2. FDIC insured. 3. Easy access to your money. Cons. 1. May require a minimum balance. 2. Interest rates can fluctuate. 3. Limited check writing abilities. 1. Money market accounts. Pros. 1. Offer higher interest rates than savings accounts. 2. FDIC insured. 3. Some offer check writing abilities. Cons. 1. May require a higher minimum balance than savings accounts. 2. Limited check writing abilities. 3. Interest rates can fluctuate. 1. Certificates of deposit, CDs. Pros. 1. Offer higher interest rates than savings accounts. 2. Low-risk investment. 3. FDIC insured. Cons. 1. Require you to lock up your money for a set period of time. 2. Limited access to your money. 3. Early withdrawal penalties. C. Strategies for maximizing interest and accessibility. When deciding where to keep your emergency fund, it's important to balance interest rates with accessibility. Here are some strategies for maximizing both. 1. Keep a portion of your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account for easy access. 2. Consider splitting your emergency fund between different types of accounts to maximize interest rates while still maintaining accessibility. 3. Shop around for the best interest rates and account features to find the account that best fits your needs. Remember, the goal of an emergency fund is to have quick and easy access to your money in case of an emergency. So, prioritize accessibility over interest rates, but also make sure you're earning a competitive interest rate to help your money grow. When it comes to emergency funds, it's important to find a balance between accessibility and interest rates. You want your money to be easily accessible in case of an emergency, but you also want it to earn as much interest as possible. One strategy is to keep a portion of your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account. These accounts offer higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts, but still allow you to withdraw money quickly and easily. Another strategy is to use a tiered approach. Keep a small portion of your emergency fund in a checking account for immediate access, another portion in a high-yield savings account for better interest rates, and the rest in a longer-term investment vehicle like a CD or money market account. How to build an emergency fund. If you're struggling to find money to save for an emergency fund, there are several strategies you can use. Cut back on unnecessary expenses. Take a look at your budget and see where you can cut back on expenses. Cancel subscriptions you don't use, cook at home more often, and find ways to save on energy bills. Earn extra income. Consider taking on a side job or selling items you no longer need to earn extra money to put towards your emergency fund. Automate your savings. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your emergency fund to make saving a regular habit. Common mistakes to avoid when building an emergency fund. Using your emergency fund for non-emergencies. Avoid dipping into your emergency fund for non-emergency expenses. This can quickly deplete your savings and leave you unprepared for a true emergency. Not having a plan for unexpected windfalls. When unexpected money comes your way, such as a tax refund or bonus, make sure to put a portion of it towards your emergency fund. Setting an unrealistic savings goal. Don't set a savings goal that's too high or unrealistic. Start with a more manageable amount and work your way up as you're able to save more. Benefits of having an emergency fund. A. Financial benefits of having an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund can help you avoid high-interest credit card debt and other costly loans when unexpected expenses arise. It can also help you maintain good credit and avoid late payment fees. B. Psychological benefits of having an emergency fund. Knowing that you have a safety net in the form of an emergency fund can provide peace of mind and reduce financial stress. It can also help you feel more in control of your finances. C. Examples of how an emergency fund can help you during tough times. Emergency funds can help you cover unexpected expenses such as medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. They can also help you weather financial emergencies such as natural disasters or economic downturns. In summary, an emergency fund is a financial safety net that can help you avoid high-interest debt and reduce financial stress. It's important to have an emergency fund that's large enough to cover unexpected expenses and to keep it in an account that balances accessibility and interest rates. Building an emergency fund requires discipline, but the financial and psychological benefits are worth it. If you don't have an emergency fund yet, start building one today. Even small amounts of savings can add up over time. Remember to avoid common mistakes such as using your emergency fund for non-emergencies and setting unrealistic savings goals. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with your friends.